think even if it's a risk, we have to tell Shane about Clint.
Do you think it is risky?
I don't know. Maybe if Dr. Buhari had let us hear our own son talking, we'd know what was on his mind, and instead we have to respect the therapeutic process.
Gigi, he didn't come to us.
Yeah, I know. Don't you think I feel bad enough about that?
I'm just saying, for some reason, Shane didn't feel like he could come to us with what was going on.
And he nearly died because of it. I can't let that happen again.
Right, and that's why we're here. If Dr. Buhari is somebody that Shane trusts, that he can talk to when he's embarrassed or angry to come to us, I'm okay with that.
Don't you want to know how our son feels, what he's thinking?
Of course I do. But you know how he is about his privacy, especially right now.
How are we supposed to help Shane if we don't know what's going on with him?
Hey, where are you going?
I don't have to talk to you.
Oh, you are such a drama queen. Seriously, jumping off a roof? You just had to.
Like, you were to take a video of me naked and post it on the internet?
What, you can't take a joke? How pathetic is that? Jeez, Marasco, don't make the rest of us suffer for your mental health issues.
I don't have
serious mental health issues. Ask anyone.
Anyone? Did you tell? If you tell anyone, Jack, I swear.
What? What are you gonna do? Sick your dad on me again?
I can handle you myself.
Oh, now I'm scared.
You should be.
Yeah, right, loser.
Don't you ever say that to my son.
Mom, don't.
What is this? Did you do this?
No, he didn't do it. He did this to me.
Ah, here it is. Who keeps insurance cards on their desk, huh? Tell me.
Todd. Okay, hold it.
What?
So you're gonna seduce Tomas and get him to confess that he shot Todd?
Or maybe he'll convince me that he didn't.
Oh. What answer are you looking for? Are you looking for the romantic dreamer artist who you can just fall for? Or a crazy psycho assassin who reminds you of Eli, and then you're gonna write men off forever?
Now that is a tough choice.
Okay, see? This is what I was afraid you were gonna do.
I just want the truth, okay? I want the truth.
Fine. What do you want me to do with this?
I think give it to John. Maybe it'll help with the investigation.
Blair?
What?
Be careful.
I always am.
Todd, what are you up to?
When you finish the job, there will be, what is the word? Fallout. Are you prepared?
Do I have a choice?
Well, there is always a choice.
Not for me, Claude. Have you forgotten what happened?
Never. But you built a life, Tomas. You always had your painting, but now you have family again. And perhaps love.
So what? So what are you saying? You think I should back out now?
Yes.
I wish my dad would just wake up and tell us what happened. Well, usually forensics is more reliable than an eyewitness, so let's see what we can find here. Is that it?
Looks like it.
Yeah, well, makes sense. It's different than the rest.
Doc says your dad's okay. Nothing new found in the system.
Good. Thank God. Okay. Can you take this pen and put it exactly where you found the syringe and make the tip where the needle was, okay? Okay. Yeah, that looks about right. All right.
Do you carry a forensics kit with you all the time?
No, but I have a baby, so I always have a camera on me.
What? I don't even know any songs. Well, I might know one, you know. My dad used to sing to me. But I don't want to subject you to that. All right, well, since you're not doing anything and I'm not doing anything, I guess I could try. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside, a summer's gone, and all the flowers are dying. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
You have a professional obligation to tell the parties involved the truth.
Yeah, you know, I used to think that too, but things look a lot different from this side of the desk.
So what happens next, Marty? You don't tell John he has a son. Natalie never knows her baby's real father. And what?
Everybody's happy.
Do you believe that?
Come on, I've seen Natalie with Brody. She seems to have settled in quite nicely, and Brody wanted a child, and now he has one.
And John?
He's free, which is obviously what he wanted. Come on, if he'd really loved Natalie, he would have stuck it out and figured it out. He would have made it work, but he didn't.
He felt Natalie had lied to him.
She did. She did lie to him. She didn't tell him that she'd slept with Brody and that the child wasn't his.
But that baby was
She
his.
didn't know that. She thought she was lying, and she was going to do that for the rest of her life.
And now you are too? I'm worried about you, Marty.
Don't be worried about me.
I mean, if you're just playing out possible scenarios, I understand. That's how we get to the right place in the end. But you sound like you've made up your mind.
Do you know how John and Natalie got back together? She wrote him a letter telling him that she loved him. This was right after I miscarried our child together, okay? I was still trying to recover, and so was John, and we were still together. And do you think that mattered to Natalie? When I read that letter, and yes, I read it, I was gonna keep it from her.
But you did.
No, I didn't. I handed it over, and I handed over John, and I'm not making that mistake again.
And you keep John's son away from him. What about that baby?
Brody's a wonderful father.
These are rationalizations, Marty. They don't justify what you're doing. We need to find a way for you to tell these people the truth.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
If you don't do it, I will.
No, you won't.
How to break a code. You gotta be kidding me. More on how to break codes.
I knew what I was getting into.
Did you?
I'm not stupid. Deep down, I knew if I came to Lambview, it would force the issue with Manning. I'm not gonna back out now.
I know he must be taken care of, but does it have to be you?
Looks that way, Claude.
I just don't want to see you destroyed in the process.
Yeah, neither do I. Do you know how great it feels to see my sister again? You think I don't want a life, a love? For the first time in years, I could finally look forward.
But if this McBain has already turned your sister and Mademoiselle Kramer against
I told you he tried. He failed. Taya's on my side. She believes me.
And Mademoiselle Kramer?
She doesn't seem to be worried. She agreed to go out on a date.
Yeah, him. Balsam sent 2 huge guys to take me apart.
What? Jack. What is he talking about?
Well, 2 guys came into Capricorn and attacked Jack. Told him to stay away from Shane.
Miss Kramer,
Yes.
are you and Jack ready?
Yes, we are. And I gave the insurance card to the intern.
What is going on? What was that?
Manning's an idiot. Yeah, don't forget that.
Shane, grab your coat. Let's go home.
What?
Nothing. That was crazy. I mean, like you'd ever hired muscle to beat up a kid. But I know who could have done it.
This is a superficial laceration.
Well, we just wanted to make sure.
I understand.
You should have seen the other guys.
Jack.
What? I didn't say I did it. Your boyfriend went totally ninja on them.
Well, I was glad that he was there to help you, but he's not my boyfriend, okay?
Whatever. I'm just glad he's on our side. He could have killed them with his bare hands.
We found the syringe, and I took photos of the room where they found it. I think we might be able to get some prints.
Oh, that'll be a big help, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and an officer stopped by, so we were able to bag and tag it. He's taking it to the police station. Danny and Nate are going with him to give their statements.
Good.
Here.
Yeah, of course. Here. Sorry.
No, thank you. Oh. Hey, sweetie. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. John, when I gave Liam to you, I wasn't thinking about us. I just needed him to work.
Yeah, I know.
Because work does that for me, too. Might be the only time I don't think about us.
You're my therapist, and you have to keep everything I tell you confidential.
Unless you plan to hurt yourself or someone else.
Physically.
Or if you commit a crime.
In the future. And I won't, because I've already done it. You and I are the only two people that will ever know that John is Liam's father.
You thought of this before you spoke up.
Of course I did. We're therapists. We know the law.
And you're certain this is what you want to do?
Yes.
You do realize that holding on to this secret probably contributed to your breakdown.
Maybe. But I got a handle on things now.
You won't heal until you let this go. It's a tremendous weight.
You have no idea what I can handle and what I can carry and keep on walking. I'm fine now.
Why did you keep the original lab results?
I don't understand.
If you're so sure what you're doing is right, why do you keep the proof that you changed that DNA test? You do want everything out in the open. That's why you told
come on.
Lauren.
No, I didn't tell. I told you because I knew you couldn't do anything about it. I don't want everything out in the open. Because then John might go back to Natalie, right? Can't have that.
Why not?
Because he's with me.